Good morning, everyone. A new season will about to unfold here at the Cuneta Astrodome. This is NAASCU Season 22, presented to us by Nudge Plus, the official cover of NAASCU Season 22 with Kyle Sanchez, my analyst. My name is 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒, and we will be joined later on with our courtside reporter, the beautiful 𝐍𝐴. Our first game today will be the New Era Hunters versus the MLQU Stallions. Good morning to you, Kyle.
Good morning, Coach Sandy. Happy to be here. 22nd season ng NAASCU, and what better way to kick things off, no, with the exciting matchup between itong Manuel Quezon University and itong New Era University.
Now we'll turn you over to our courtside reporter, 𝐍𝐴. Maris, what's the latest there?
First two teams to battle. Manuel Quezon University lacks big men, but that doesn't define their game scheme. You know, according to head coach Joshua, the players are feeling pressured, and almost half of them are new players on the team. And he told me to watch out for Paul Placido to play in the hard court. For New Era University, their newest import, 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒, says he is nervous, but then again, basketball is still basketball. A lot can happen, good or bad. He says trust is the foundation of their team, so he knows they will be exerting team effort for today's ball game. We are about ready to witness Game 1 of NAASCU Season 22. That's why I'm turning it over to our arena announcer, 𝐍𝐴.
Good morning, NAASCU Nation, and welcome to the Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City for the 22nd season of your NAASCU. Our first game for today's opening day. Match number 1 of the Seniors Division between New Era University and your Manuel Quezon University. Let us now meet the starters first for your New Era University Hunters. At shooting guard number 13, King Gallardo. Power forward number 21, James Manzano. At one guard number 22, Adric David. At small forward number 38, John Verlauzon. And at center number 40, TJ Adams. Head coach of the New Era University Hunters is Jay Agsalud. Assistant coaches Gino Abreu, Georgie Tesguera, and Dimson Aprehilio. And now, the starting unit for your Manuel Quezon University Stallions. At power forward number 2, Gregory Tolentino. Point guard number 7, Charles Bertos. At shooting guard number 9, Jaddy Antonio. Small forward number 14, Gabriel Dino. And at center number 56, Sean Julian. Head coach of the Manuel Quezon University Stallions is Joshua Nicolas. Assistant coaches Miguel Gula and Miguel Alimasa. Our referees for this game are Crew Chief Boyong Manyalak, Umpire 1, John Cabiles, and Umpire 2, Owen Inductivo. This game is under the supervision of Technical Head Matt Calizar.
Season 22 of the National Association of the Athletics of the schools, colleges, and universities. First dunk of the ball game. Adams scoring that one.
And first basket of the season, Coach Sandy. What an emphatic putback there from Adams. Listed the height niya dito sa ating notes, 6'3" lang, no? But looking at him from up close, it's obvious na hindi 6'3". Maybe it's a typo, no?
Oh, look at that. A 5-point scoring outburst for the New Era Hunters. And then they will try to trap the Stallions. And yes, it is completed now. Gallardo fires up the 3, and he will miss. Intercepted by Antonio of the Stallions. Outside three-pointer. No goal. It goes out of bounds. The officials, Boyang Manyalak, John Cabillas, and Owen Inductivo.
What a frantic start dito sa ating first game of the season. Medyo nangangapa pa both teams.
This is the season 22 of the National Athletic Association of Schools, Colleges, and Universities. Outside shot. That's good. So they are still perfect from the field to start here in the first quarter.
And this is how you want to start this season and this ball game for a new era.
Oh, what a block there by Adams. Sabi nga ng coach nila matangkad, mahaba, mataas, at mas bata. And the core lineup of New Era, nandyan pa rin
And that's
Tinanggal
important.
nila, tinatabas na nila yung mga last year na hindi nila nagamit. Yung core nandun pa rin, nag-recruit pa sila. Lalong lumakas.
Yun ang important talaga sa mga collegiate programs, coach, yung continuity.
At saka natapos nila yung season 21 with 4 wins and 5 losses. Oh, what a pass there by Adams. Manzano scoring there for the Hunters.
And as you mentioned, Coach Sandy, 4-5 sila in their previous season. So I'm assuming
Isa na lang kulang
oh, isa na lang, Coach. I'm assuming that they want to improve on that record from last season.
Well, I did talk to their coach and he said itong si Adams nga bagong recruit nila or first year niya dito, mas bata ito
Oh, Coach. And from the looks of it, no, mukhang well acclimated na agad itong si Adams with the Philippine.
Medyo mahirap lang bigkasin but as we go along,
Adams na lang, Coach.
Adams na lang at saka sisikat yan. All right, we have the first time out of the ball game here inside the Cuneta Astrodome. Mr. Kyle Sanchez and me will be back. Don't go away, you're watching NAASCU Season 22 on Nudge Plus. The Manuel 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒 University Stallions are still scoreless here with 7:35 to go in the first period, Kyle.
Yes, Coach. They almost had a breakaway layup earlier, but yung length nito ni Adams really proving to be bothersome para sa opensa nitong MLQU to start things off here in the first quarter.
We go outside, three-pointer, no. Adams, the offensive recovery. And this guy can pass also. But the New Era Hunters, oh, what a shot.
Finally, nakabutas din itong MLQU and over Adams' outstretched arms, no less.
Adams is fouled. Not in the active shooting, by the way. The starters for the Manuel 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒 University Stallions, Gregory Tolentino, Charles Berdoz, Jadi Antonio, Steven Dino, and Sean Julian. And for the Hunters, they will start with King Gallardo, James Marzano, a veteran, Janver Lauzon, and Adams, and Aldrich David, or David.
Once again, itong New Era going back to the free throw line. They're making a concerted effort to attack the basket. No, majority ng mga looks nila nanggagaling from the inside. Kanina si Adams was able to pass to his cutting teammates. Now itong si James Marzano is at the free throw line. Isa pang matangkad na player, 6'5", hailing from Subic National High School.
Wow.
Layo-layo din ang pinanggalingan nito ni Marzano. And he connects on the second one. So a 9-point lead to start things off here in the first quarter for New Era. And their full court press making life difficult for MLQU. Adams, great second effort there to try and get that offensive rebound. Medyo napalakas lang yung pag-save ng loose ball.
Very aggressive sa depensa itong Hunters, ha? 11-2 is our score. The Stallions looking for their second field goal here, the first period. There's the kick out. 3 if it goes in, and it does not. It goes out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Stallions. They went 0-9 last season. Walang napanalong game itong Stallions last year. Antonio way off the target. Rebounded by Adams, the tallest player on the floor there.
Nowhere to go but up para sa MLQU this season. And hopefully, panalo na sila and get that elusive victory here in the 22nd season.
Gallardo shoots the 3. He comes up empty outside. He picks up the loose ball. Hard drive inside, and he is fouled. This will be the 3rd time that the Hunters will go to the free throw line.
Yes, and 4 team fouls already for MLQU, and they were not yet at the halfway mark here in the opening quarter. So they're having a difficult time of containing itong penetration and yung inside scoring, or at least the attempts to score inside nitong New Era.
Good point. You're getting better, right, Kyle? The Hunters, 5 out of 12 from the field here, 41% shooting in the first quarter. The Stallions, 1 out of 6, that's 16% shooting here in the first period. Shooting for the Hunters. For the first. It's 1 out of 5 now from the free throw line. Nice move. Shot clock at 16. Inside. Shot is blocked by Adams. It goes out of bounds. We'll turn you over now to Maris Victoria. Maris, what do you have?
From New Era University says having an import is not an advantage for them. He believes that they are all still under process and improves day by day. All of them are an advantage to the team, especially if they will exert teamwork. Bida sa akin ni Coach ang kanilang team chemistry na nabubuo din nila outside basketball. Brotherhood is what makes them.
Thank you very much, Maris.
And just to harp on what Marie said, no, yung brotherhood na bubuo nila yung chemistry off the court is showing with their performance here on the court as we see beautiful passing, textbook fast break coming from New Era, and that's how you run a fast break. No dribbles necessary, just find the open man.
Threading the needle, yung unang pass eh. Tapos nag-extra pass pa.
Oh, coach.
Ang ganda tingnan.
Para sa isang coach like yourself.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, coach. That's what you like to see, no? Unselfish basketball coming from New Era. And dagdagan ko lang din yung sinabi ni Maris. Well, according to their coach, having Adams as an import might not be an advantage. Pero kung tatanungin mo ang MLQU, I'm sure they see it as a disadvantage for them.
And Adams, he is an unselfish player. Nakita mo naman, after the steal, nakuha niya yung bola, pinasa niya. Pwede naman niya i-dribble.
Oh, coach, as we all know, no, there are, of course, hindi may iwasan that we might have some imports who are going to look at getting their numbers lang. Pero mukhang itong si Adams, he's a team player.
Manzano with a move inside. Short Adams, put back, no, he gets it back. 6'5". Unmolested downstairs. He's listed 6'3". You know, I think mataas sa 6'3".
Oh, coach. Si James Marzano is listed at 6'5", and looking at them side by side, mas matangkad siya eh.
New Era Hunters. Checks in. 24, Franz Angeles. Second field goal with 3 underway.
to concentrate on making your perimeter jumper, especially when Adams is on the floor. Mahirap talaga makapunta sa loob.
Especially their shot from the three-point range. Hindi pumapasok eh. It's their third time shooting the three, pero walang makapasok sila.
Of course, we have to make those inside adjustments, get better, maybe make some extra passes.
Kaya nga kasi matatangkad itong malalaban ng tira. Kailangan ito rin sa mabibilis ng kamay ng Hunters.
Great observation. Very active on defense. Even on the perimeter, yung mga guards nila. Kulit.
Well, sasabihin natin sa mga players play defense. Feet lang with your hands. Pero may bilis na mga kamay nila eh.
Playing the passing lanes. Very good at playing the passing lanes. Kaya kita natin, gusto nilang going out on the break.
Nice try there by Aldrin Lasabika. Hindi naman. The best shot block naman. Hindi naman nag-average ng 7 blocks yan. Maganda doon, nag-go hard siya.
Yes, ayaw mo talagang iiwas sa contact. No?
Asilo, getting the rebound for the Stallions. Antonio. He himself is the spin. Taken away by Nablo. The PSL 21 under MVP. Corner shot. Now with their fourth try from beyond the arc. Still scoreless. Nice pass. Adams unable to handle it.
Thank you Coach Sandy. Record. Napagkamalan pa ako. College student, even though I'm already 33 years old. Thank you Coach Sandy.
I have to say it. He was here early here. The Hunters 18, the Stallions 4. Opening game of the NAASCU Season 22 here in the Cuneta Astrodome. First downtown. He scored from beyond the arc for the Stallions. Stallions kasi pag mahaba yung lalaban, medyo mahirap kasi mataas eh. At saka lalim ng rotation nila.
Yes, daming players on the bench from New Era and the pumapang lahat ready to contribute. And of course, as we observe, Adams is no longer on the floor. So for MLQU, it's a chance na to maybe try and get some inside.
Very quick from Hunters. Nice drive.
Many turnovers to start this first quarter para dito sa MLQU.
Shot clock, 14 seconds. All the Stallions behind the back dribble. Shot clock reads at 9 now. Corner shot, that's good.
They're starting to make their jumpers, but a lot of one-on-one and the isolation plays, not a lot of passing even on the perimeter para dito sa MLQU.
Placido scoring. The Stallions now get the ball. 20 seconds remaining outside shot. Air ball for the Stallions. Nablo. Can't shake off 𝐍𝐁. 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒 is fouled, getting that basketball by the number 11 guy of New Era, 𝐍𝐁𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒. Alvin 𝐍𝐁𝐀𝐒𝐒. Doing good for them. For the Hunters. That's from the University of 𝐍𝐿𝐴. 53 seconds remaining in the first period. The three. Too strong. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Hunters basketball.
Still a lot of time.
When Stallions, they can get the final shot. Look at that. The Hunters, ang bibilis naman. They are playing with fascinators.
Ang ganda ng anticipation ng players. And Manuel Quezon, they're making their passes easy to telegraph. Maybe make some ball fakes to try and distract or fool the defense.
The Stallions getting 9 turnovers here, while the Hunters getting 7 steals here in the first period. 1 second to go. That shot will not be counted. The Hunters 20, the Stallions 9 to end the first period. We'll be right back. You're watching season 22 of NAASCU. We are live here inside the Cuneta Astrodome for the continuing coverage of NAASCU Season 22 opening game of the season. So ano mga nakita mo kanina sa first period, Kyle?
Well, the most obvious that we can point out is yung turnovers, coach, nitong Manuel Quezon. As you mentioned, they have 9 already. And for a team, that's too much to give, for especially in the first quarter pa lang. Ideally, pang third quarter na sana yung ganung karaming turnovers. And for New Era naman, they're doing a good job of feeding the ball to Adams and yung iba nilang big man like sila Marzano. And those entry passes into the post have created a lot of opportunities for them, as well as their guards to get open on the perimeter and also cut to the basket. And yung depensa coach ng New Era, napakaganda in the first quarter.
Adams top scoring for the Hunters with 6 points. Dino top scoring for the Stallions with 3. Look at that move, but they will call it a traveling violation on Angeles.
Sayang, ganda na nung pihit niya doon, coach. But of course, our referee saw something. Maybe he shifted his pivot, kaya natawagan ng traveling. So this is another chance for Manuel Quezon to cut this lead down as Adams is still on the bench.
The Stallions shooting 21% from the field in the first period. 4 out of 19 with 1 triple. They shot 1 out of 10 from beyond the arc. This is their 12th try, and they will miss. They are now 1 out of 11 from downtown. Blocked there by the Hunters. And they will not force the issue. Kita mo kaagad, hindi nagmamadali, ano? Nablo. They will go inside. Sevilla. He ward off his defender. And that will be an offensive foul called on him. Jared Sevilla.
Both teams still scoreless to start the second quarter. So for Manuel Quezon, no, binibigyan ka na ng chance, ng konting window nitong New Era para makahabol.
Antonio for 3. Wala. Quick pass into the hands of Nablo. Veterano kung gumalaw eh. No?
Oo, coach, medyo may konting gulang na rin itong si Nablo, no? Being the MVP, as you mentioned, of other off-season tournaments, itong si Nablo. And
Stallions ng Tres. Kaya nga lang, hindi pumapasok. Nag-go sa tira, isa nila pumasok.
Far more effective yung defensive game like they are allowing them to shoot from outside. Kaya lang for Manuel Quezon, like, if you're being given yung outside shot, you have to convert it.
Nakakapagod kasi nakasona lang. Sometimes you play zone defense, nakaka-confuse yan. Pag yung passing, yung reverse.
And later, coach, pag bumalik na si Adams para sa New Era, of course, mas may hirapan din yung Manuel Quezon na makasalaksak sa loob. Now is really the best chance for them to cut this lead down bago malalaan.
So may technical foul.
Halamangan ng New Era.
Sabi ko nga kanina, just keep it close.
And another bright thing or bright spot or at least a silver lining para sa Manuel Quezon. 3 team fouls na itong New Era and we're only 2 minutes into the second quarter. So kung maaga sila ma-penalty, pwedeng sulitin ng MLQU.
That will be their second three-point field goal here in the first half. Now they are 2 out of 13 from beyond the arc. Sevilla with a move inside using the window.
So hindi lang si Marzano at si Adams, no? Pati si Sevilla, another talented big man para dito sa New Era doing damage.
Medyo nagmamadali itong Stallions. Foul is called. (24-13). It's an 11-point advantage for the New Era University Hunters. Season opening here at the Cuneta Astrodome, USAD. Sa 22, NAASCU, season 22. Sandy Gruma alongside Kyle Sanchez and Maurice Vittoria, our courtside reporter. The three. That will be their first three-point field goal here in the game for the Hunters. 1 out of 6 shooting from beyond the arc for the New Era Hunters. 13 of the 24. Another steal. That will be their 8th. And Labio scoring for the Hunters.
Again, too many turnovers piling up already para dito sa Manuel Quezon, making their passes very easy to anticipate.
That will be their 11th turnover here in the first half. Wild try there by Antonio. Na nakikita natin itong MLQU, hindi sila masyadong pasensyoso sa offense, ano?
Yes, coach.
Hindi nagmamadali, they're not setting it up.
Not a lot of ball movement
Yes.
and also talagang yung ibang players nila once nakakita ng butas sa depensa, atakihin agad even though it doesn't look like it's part of their offense, no? Ito na lang siguro yung saving grace nila here in the second quarter is that New Era is already in the penalty, so maybe a chance for them to slowly maibaba man lang itong kalamangan ng New Era heading into the halftime break.
6.5 remaining in the first half. First game po ito ng NAASCU Season 22. Maraming naghihintay po na makapanood ng ating liga. That's a three-pointer from far away. That's Franz Angeles with his first field goal of the game.
And the second three-point conversion for New Era. So ang masakit doon, kanina puro sa loob nang gagaling yung mga puntos nila and now they're starting to hit from outside as well. More bad news for Manuel Quezon.
Oops. Shot clock 8. Ganda sana ng pasa. The follow-up shot, he overcooks it. 5:47 remaining in the first half. Labio for 3. He hits the back iron. (32-15) is our score. Foul is on Nablo. Nablo will sit down with 4 points. And with 1 assist. 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒 there at the free throw line. 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒 with no points from the field. 1 rebound and 2 assists. And the Hunters in ball possession now. 32-17. Strong move. Voila. And the tap goes to the Stallions. Easy 2. Yes.
Rare fast break opportunity for Manuel Quezon there. And the lead is now down to 13.
We'll be right back. 32 for the Hunters, 19 for the Stallions. You're watching season 22 of NAASCU. Now.
MLQU's new player, Paul Placido, said he is not feeling pressured. It just shows how this player is determined to play. He was a former player from Our Lady of Fatima University. Ang naging mindset niya ngayon na kinakailangan pa din mag-aral ng mabuti dahil hindi panghabang buhay ang paglalaro. Para sa kanya, edukasyon ang tunay na yaman. Sandy and Kyle?
Ay, totoo naman. Totoo naman yan. At saka, di mo alam, baka ma-injured ka tomorrow, di ba?
Yes, of course. And yun nga, being a student athlete, no, Coach Andy, not
Student
an athlete
first.
student. Yes, student first. And of course, you always want to have that fallback. So good mindset coming from Placido. So hopefully sa lahat ng mga young ballers natin na nanonood, yun ang
Hanggat kaya pa, laro ka lang.
yes, but also keep in mind that it is not forever. So you also have to have other options as well in life.
That's a three-pointer. And a foul will be called on number 56, 𝐍𝐁.
Ay, medyo masama yung bagsak ni Jared Sevilla there.
Oo.
Mukhang nakatapak ng paa. He was limping after hitting that shot. 4-point play opportunity, pero tingnan natin kung mailalakad ba nitong ni Jared Sevilla ang kanyang ankle sprain.
Ano yan eh, pahinga din ng konti. That will be their i-review nila yata eh. Okay. Boyong Manyalak coming to us for the review. I-review nila yung landing spot.
So Jared Sevilla, after hitting that three-pointer, no, na foul siya doon. So kailangan lang siguraduhin ng ating game officials kung regular foul lang ba or kung kailangan i-upgrade into a non-sportsmanlike. So we will wait for our replay.
Takbo sila sa kabila.
Good thing itong si Jared Sevilla na ilalakad niya, no? Hindi na siya ika-ika. He's able to put weight on that foot. So good sign. So, kailangan na lang i-confirm.
If he can walk alone, good sign, di ba?
Yes, Coach Sandy. Ko-confirm na lang ng ating referees kung regular foul or unsportsmanlike foul ang kanilang ihahataw.
Unsportsmanlike foul pa.
So, a double black eye.
So, 2 free throws yan. O isa pa rin.
Well, it seems that aside from the bonus free throw, Coach,
1 free throw plus ball possession. So, possible, 7-point play?
yes, Coach, no? If ma-convert ito ng new era. And ang masakit dyan, naibaba na ng Manuel Quezon to 13 yung kalamangan. But if...
Ayun. So, 4-point play na complete na.
So the lead is now up once again.
Pag nakascore ito ng 3, di 7 points na.
Yes, coach.
So it will be the largest lead of the game pag na-convert nila itong posisyon na ito.
That's right, Coach Sandy.
What a way to
So,
start for New Era.
for Manuel 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒 naman, you have to be smart about your fouls. No, hindi pwede nang gigigil ka rin on defense. Of course, gusto mo makahabol, but you have to take it play by play.
Yan na nakatayo nga with arms raised, pero yung paa niya naka-extend din eh.
Oo, Coach.
Kaya landing spot.
Sa mga players, you have to be aware kung paano ka magko-close out sa mga shooters especially.
Kaya may close-out drill eh.
Yes, Coach.
Tolentino, he is a bulky power forward for the New Era Hunters. That will be his first 2 points of the game.
And from our observation, Coach Sandy, that's also something that's missing from Manuel 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒, yung paint paint protection nila.
Walang rim protector, ano?
Yes,
At
Coach.
saka, yun nga, isang pasa lang, tira ka agad. 3:45 remaining. Tolentino just scored a basket earlier. Inside we go. Good seal out there by 𝐍𝐁 De Leon.
Tolentino, medyo napalalim yung pag-seal sa kanya ni De Leon doon, no? So he has to push De Leon earlier para hindi pagtanggap ni De Leon ng bola, medyo malayo-layo naman siya ng konti sa basket.
Alam mo, itong New Era, they're sharing the ball well with 12 assists in this entire first half. Ang bilis nila makahanap kagad ng ng open teammate, no?
Yes, Coach. And of course, sa ating mga basketball purists, gusto natin nakikita yan, no? As much as we want to see highlights and fancy plays and isolation plays, syempre team basketball pa rin will always win the day.
Oo.
Both teams now in the penalty. So, more bad news. for
Pinaghandaan
MLQU.
talaga ng New Era, no? Na kondisyon yung mga player, eh.
Yes, Coach. And yun nga, Coach, nabanggit mo kanina, 4-5 yung record nila last season. So, mukhang talagang gusto nilang patunayan na kaya nilang makipagbakbakan sa mga top teams here in NAASCU.
Hindi nga sila napasok sa quarterfinals. Natalo sa quotient. Yun nga yung mahirap kasi natalo ka sa numero, hindi sa game.
Yes, Coach. So that's why as much as possible, kung kaya mong tambakan yung kalaban mo,
Yun.
gawin mo na, especially kung quotient system.
Yung experience ko dyan, yung nag-aantay ka kung sino man nanalo, eh.
Oo, Coach.
Kasi
Nakakaba rin yun, eh.
nakasalalay yung pwesto mo kung sino man nanalo yung naglalarong mga teams.
Oo, Coach. Ang mahirap talaga doon if aasa ka sa ibang team na doon malagay yung future ng team mo.
Tapos magtatanong ka pa. Anong score kailangan nila?
Magko-compute
Compute ka pa. Tatanungin mo yung referee. Anong score kailangan nila? Shot clock 10 seconds for the Stallions.
And again, more one-on-one plays.
Look at the help defense of New Era. Meron ka agad, eh.
And that's why it's easy to defend itong MLQU, no, Coach? Kasi puro isolation plays sila, eh. Not a lot of ball movement. So, of course, the defense is not having a hard time moving their feet. Kasi, syempre, once you move the ball, talagang mas may hirapan yung depensa na makahabol. And that's what MLQU needs to adjust on in the second half.
And the Manuel 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒 Stallions shooting 5 out of 6 from the free throw line. Yan yung magandang balita sa kanila. Isang mintis lang sila sa free throw line dito sa first half. But the struggle continues for the Stallions from the field kahit wala si Adams dyan.
Oo nga, Coach, hindi na siya binalik ever since he was taken out in the first quarter.
Oh, nice dribbling ability there. Para kay 𝐍𝐿 Lauzon. Look at the swarming defense of New Era.
A rare turnover for New Era and for MLQU naman.
Wala rin humingi ng bola, eh.
Oo, Coach.
Walang breaker.
If dino-double team ka, no, for the young players out there, don't try to dribble through the double team. Pasa mo yung bola kasi pag dino-double team ka, obviously, there's an open teammate already.
Pull back. 17 of the 24. Antonio. for three. And De Leon, the rebound for the Hunters. 2 minutes and 20 to go. Intercepted by 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒. The drive. Oh, voila! And he blows the layup.
It's been that kind of day so far for Manuel Quezon. Even yung mga open layups nila,
Yeah, that
they
defines
are unable to convert.
that defines their game here in the first half.
Yes, coach. On offense and on defense, they are having a very difficult time. Credit na rin dito sa New Era. I'm sure yung akala niya chase down block siya doon. So he was focusing more on the defender instead of hitting that basket.
Under 2 minutes to go. The three, that's good. So better three-point shooting for the Stallions here in the second period. Another warding off foul called against the Hunters, and that is 𝐍𝐴 from Western Leyte College, WLC.
Another big body, no? Looking at their lineup, ngayon ko lang napansin, coach, 6 pala yung sentro na nakalista para dito sa New Era.
Alam mo kung titingnan mo yung New Era Hunters, ang dami lang recruit, ano?
Yes, coach.
From outside NCR.
Yes, dami talagang talented players
Oh!
outside Metro Manila and Luzon.
Tolentino hitting our cameraman Shadi Bohol. That's how aggressive the Hunters are here in the first half. The Stallions with a lot of one-on-one play here. 44-25. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Nice fake. Too strong off the glass. Manzano, the retrieval. That's a travel. Ball goes back to the Stallions and a chance to close the gap here for the Stallions.
42 seconds remaining. So at least one more basket para dito sa Manuel Quezon to at least give them a little bit of confidence heading into the dugout come the halftime break.
That's a three-pointer. Basket did not go in, but it's going to be 3 shots from the free throw line.
And that's a bad close out there from Tristan Tolentino. No? Medyo pasugod yung pag-challenge niya doon sa jump
Hinata
shooter.
talaga eh.
Yes, coach. Talagang may buwelo pa eh. Yung pag-contest ng tira for our young players. No? Kung mag-challenge ka ng shooter from the outside, hands up lang. No? It's a cardinal sin in basketball to foul a jump shooter.
Yes.
And he's able to convert all 3 of his free throws. That was Jadi Antonio. And now last shot time, possibly, para dito sa New Era. 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock.
Placido getting the rebound. Antonio toss it up, too strong off the glass. And there's a pushing foul called, the crowd reacting.
Another, I guess, another unnecessary foul coming from Tristan Tolentino. Very obvious yung pagtulak niya doon. Trying to get that rebound. No? If alam mo hindi mo na makukuha yung rebound, and alam mo namang nasa penalty yung team mo, try mo nang iwasan foul kasi you're going to give 2 more free throws this time para kay Giro Enciso naman.
Enciso with 5 points here in the game. 2 rebounds and 1 assist. The Stallions shooting 9, made it 10 out of 11 from the free throw line. Better shooting from the line. All the Stallions, so I just jinxed the guy. Can always oh, look at that beautiful slow motion drive by 𝐍𝐴 Lauzon. And of the first half here at the Cuneta Astrodome with the Hunters leading the way 46. The Stallions 29. right back. You're watching the NAASCU Season 22 on Blast TV. right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here inside the Cuneta Astrodome for the continuing coverage of the Season 22 of NAASCU. New Era 46, Manuel Quezon University 29, 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒 with Kyle Sanchez. Tingnan natin kung anong nangyayari at anong nangyari kanina sa first half.
Well, from the first quarter pa lang. Coach, oh, before we get to that, no, as we see here, ang ating halftime stats, 46% shooting for New Era compared to 22% only para sa MLQU sa rebounding department. As we expect, mas matangkad na team itong New Era. They have an 11-point lead advantage, 31-20 sa rebounding department. Turnovers surprisingly even for both teams, 13 turnovers apiece. Pero yung assist, of course, lamang dito din ang New Era as they have been moving the ball very well here in the first half. So we will see what adjustments have been made by both teams heading into the second half.
You were kind of surprised when you asked me about the turnover situation for both teams. 13 turnovers for both.
Oo, Coach, kasi
akala natin yung MLQU yung marami, no?
Yes, binibilang lang. Binibilang talaga natin, Coach, yung turnovers ng MLQU because it was very evident na ang dami nilang bad passes in the first half. But it's obvious, no, na 13 turnovers din naman pala itong kinomit ng New Era. It just so happens na in other departments, the rebounding, the shooting, and yung assist, lamang ang New Era. That's why they have this 17-point lead heading into the
lumaki
third
yung
quarter.
kalamangan ng New Era without their import.
Yes.
Foreign student athlete na si Adams, naglaro lang mga 4 minutes in the first period.
Yes, Coach, that's correct. No, he was imposing his will on both ends of the floor in the first quarter on offense and on defense, and he earned this extended rest. Matagal-tagal yung pinapahinga nito ni Toriseju Adams from Nigeria, who was listed here sa ating notes, no, at 6'3", but Maris, thank you for confirming dito sa ating halftime break that Adams is in fact 6'11".
6'11".
Yes, Coach
Mas
Sandy.
matangkad sa atin.
Oo, Coach. Konti lang, Coach.
5'11".
Konti lang.
Hindi
Kailangan
nga tayo
mag-heels tayo,
umabot.
Coach. Pag naka-heels tayo, Coach, medyo hanggang bewang.
At sinabi ko kanina, deep yung bench ng New Era. Tingnan mo, their bench scored 26 points compared to the 12 of the Stallions.
And that's also another reason why they have this 17-point lead. Malalim ang bench nila, and tuwing may huhugutin itong coaching staff nila, ready and willing to contribute ang mga players nila. And more bad news from MLQU. Adams is back on the floor to start this third quarter.
And also, Nablo, the PSL 21 under champion, or the most valuable player. Nablo outside, scored 6 points in the first half for 3, can't get it to fall. Here are the Stallions. The layup, bothered by the Hunters. Ball stays with the Stallions. They're not giving them good looks.
Even on the fast break,
Yeah.
Coach, no? Talagang yung transition defense ng New Era is very good.
Dino, the high man for the Stallions. The 3 won't work.
Helter-skelter basketball to start the third quarter. Both teams still scoreless, and committing turnovers once again are MLQU and New Era.
Both teams scoring 3 triples, but the volume of shots taken by the Stallions, they are +5. 3 out of 15 from the 3-point territory. The Hunters, 3 out of 10. Third period just underway. We go outside for 3. Now they are 3 out of 16 from, no, that's 3 out of 17 from beyond the arc. 3 out of 18 right now.
And still shooting poorly from the perimeter itong Manuel Quezon, but getting offensive rebounds now itong red shirts.
Julian Tolentino blocked by Adams. That'll be his 3rd rejection. Adams puts the ball down. He goes high, and he is fouled. And, people are expecting a dunk.
Oh, at least one dunk, no, Coach? What the fans are expecting from Adams. Of course, wala siyang kamatch, or at least height-wise, dito sa lineup ng MLQU. And we'll see if he's going to be able to convert on these free throws.
From 𝐍𝐶𝐂𝐔 Secondary School in Nigeria, a foreign student athlete for the New Era Hunters. This is his first time here in the Philippines. He is young, he is tall, he is big. And the rebound goes to the Stallions. They are down here, 47-29. 𝐍𝐶𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒𝐒. 𝐍𝐶𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒𝐒. Tolentino finds trouble with it. The three, no.
And Manuel Quezon's getting offensive rebounds now, no?
And they get
hindi
open looks.
Yes, Coach Sandy, that's correct. Hindi lang talaga nila nako-convert.
Adams goes inside, throws it up, and that will be a traveling violation. That basket will not count for Adams.
Yes, he was expecting a foul, no? Almost an end one kung siya lang yung masusunod. But the referees saw otherwise. Traveling ang here sa ating replay. Yun, no? He stumbled after before any foul was committed.
12 seconds remaining in their shot clock. Way off. But the ball will stay with the Stallions. There's a foul called on number 10. Number 11, I'm sorry. That is Aldrin Basabika. Dino, their leading scorer in the first half. And that's a traveling violation called against 𝐍𝐶𝐃𝐀𝐒𝐒.
And 𝐍𝐶𝐃𝐀𝐒𝐒 failed to see an open teammate in the corner, no? And instead of just moving that ball around, natawagan pa sila ng traveling.
Pablo, nowhere to go inside.
Offensive foul there.
That's a good call by referee Boyong Manyalak.
And New Era is having a slightly difficult time scoring the basket. 1 point pa lang ang pupuntos nila dito sa third quarter. But Manuel Quezon unable to capitalize on this opportunity.
The Stallions are shooting 3 out of 18 from beyond the arc. 3 won't go. 3 out of 19 right now.
𝐍𝐶𝐃𝐀𝐒𝐒, the smallest guy on the floor, battling for that offensive rebound.
I will turn you over to Maris Vittorio. What's the latest, Maris?
Sandy and Kyle, MLQU's atmosphere inside their dugout is very intense. Coaches advise their players with determination. Sabi ni Coach, they need to speed up the game. Hindi kinakailangan ma-pressure. If they lost while playing the game with good and right habits, they still win. Ang kinakailangan nila gawin for this second half is alagaan ang bola at magkaroon ng kumpiyansa sa sarili. Sandy and Kyle?
Well, that's a good point coming from Maris. Thank you for that report. If you lose the game but you do all the right things and you try to execute the game plan, no? Those are things that you can work on and try to improve on and maybe get a different result come the future games.
Oh, dribbling violation will be called on Vincent Nablo.
Back-to-back turnovers for him. Earlier it was an offensive foul and now dribbling infraction.
Vincent Nablo, a recruit from Christ Ambassadors Christian Academy. He's standing 5'8", a huge body frame. Nice ball movement, the 3. Now they're shooting 3 out of 20 from downtown.
And they're getting the looks, Coach Sandy, no? Open
kung
looks
na-convert
naman
mo lahat yun, ano?
Yes, it would be a much
Kahit
closer
50%
game.
lang, 50%.
Yes, Coach.
The 3. Air ball para sa Hunters.
And nagmimintis din ang New Era here in the third
naman.
quarter. Still no field goals for the Hunters here in the third quarter.
Oh, so this is a better quarter for the Stallions. Pero problema, lamang yung Hunters eh. Oh, big shot by Dino from beyond the arc.
Tama ka doon, Coach Sandy. Because of the big lead na naipundar nitong New Era in the first half, they can afford, no?
Yeah.
They missed some baskets here and there. Pero syempre for Manuel L. Quezon, they can't afford to trade baskets talaga with New Era.
Nice play. Basket did not go in, but De Leon will go to the free throw line. Oh, I'm sorry, that's James Marzano from Subic National High School, also a recruit. He is standing 6'5". James Marzano will go to the line for the second time of the game.
Yan, another talented big man in the lineup of New Era. Earlier, when Adams was off the floor, itong si Marzano naman ang pumoposte at gumagalaw sa loob.
6 rebounds, 3 points, and 1 assist for James Manzano. He gets the second free throw.
And the lead is now back up to 15. 5 minutes and 52 seconds here in the third quarter. Still a lot of time. Still anything's possible for this ball game. The outcome is not yet in the bag, no?
MLQU outscoring New Era here in the third period, 5-1. Another shot from Dino. That's a three-pointer.
Back-to-back three-pointers now from Dino. This time sa kabilang corner naman.
Yan yung hinahanap nila, no?
And yun na yung dunk na iniintay natin, Coach. But unfortunately for Adams, another offensive foul para sa New Era. He was caught warding off, no? Obvious yung hawi niya dun.
Dino with 12 points here and the third. No, in this game, 12 points for Dino. And with 2 triples here in the third, 49-36. The Stallions slowly coming back here in the game, but they throw the ball away.
Once again, the turnovers are hurting Manuel Quezon as they were slowly trying to get momentum with those back-to-back three-pointers from Dino.
That'll be too many fouls given up here in the third period. Itong ang Hunters ay penalty na eh.
Yes, Coach.
Itong Stallions, that will be their third team foul.
Yes, that's
Maaga
why
pa.
yung pacing medyo mas mabagal dito
Mabagal.
sa third quarter, Coach.
Adams is fouled. He will go to the line again.
That's a good foul, I guess, coming from Sean Julian. You don't want to give up that easy layup from Adams. No, you want to make him earn it from the free throw line. Earlier, he split his charity, so we'll have to see if he can be consistent from the 15-foot line. And he misses itong first, way left ang tira nito ni Adams. So maybe that's another weakness that they can try to exploit. No, speaking of Manuel L. Quezon.
Now, later on at 11 o'clock, we'll have the opening ceremony of the NAASCU Season 22 here inside the Cuneta Astrodome. It's been a while. The last time I was here was in 2003, covering a PBA game. That's a long time ago. What, 21 years?
Oh, Coach, ano ako nun? Grade 5.
Ano naman lang ako, college lang ako.
Maaga ka pala nag-start, Coach.
Under 5 minutes remaining. And the third.
See here sa replay natin, no? Good use of the Pinoy step. Nalito rin si Adams dun.
May ang daming step, no?
Oo, Coach, and long strides as well.
Oo, yung Euro step, Yugo step, Pinoy step. Daming step.
Dati, Coach, wala ganun. Basta
Wala.
go hard sa layup.
Go hard ka lang. Papagalita ka pa kapag niyoyoyo mo eh.
Yes, Coach, pag
Diretso go hard
binali-bali
lang,
mo
oh.
pa, no?
Oo. You know, this is a better quarter for us Stallions. Cutting down the lead to 11 points, 49-38.
Yes, 11-point lead for a New Era. And comparing naman yung free throw shooting, no? Kung kahit mas maganda yung shooting nitong New Era from the free throw line, lamang naman itong Manuel Quezon. But a turnover there, another infraction for the red shirts, which gives the ball back to New Era, not doing themselves any favors, trying to mount this comeback.
50-38. Step back. Air ball para sa New Era. Nice feed. Nice finish by New Era. It's James Manzano. Unmolested, uncontested, untouched inside. Placido. Oh, that's Antonio. I'm sorry, blocked by Adams.
And itong si Placido was wide open in the corner, but talagang tinetesting nila yung depensa nito ni Adams.
Which is mahirap eh, no? Dino with a difficult shot with almost no angle that time. Adams getting the rebound. It goes out of bounds. And Adams apologizing to his teammate.
As we see here sa ating replay once again, trying to go for that leg. Mahaba pa yung arms and mataas pa tumalon.
In season blocked by Adams. That will be his 4th block of the game. Is it his 4th or his 5th? Taken away from behind. There's the drive. Adams unable to handle it. Here's Antonio going strong inside. Antonio with a finish.
And that's how you run the fast break if you're Manuel Quezon. No? You can't wait for Adams to get back. Muntikan na nga ulit ma-chase down block ni Adams yon. But you try to run ahead of him.
The Stallions cutting down the lead to 12, 52-40. Adams feeling his defender from behind. Finds trouble with it and throws it up. And yes. 3:25 to go. New season unfolding here. NAASCU season 22. Antonio is fouled.
And it looks like it will be on Adams. And seeing as they are in the penalty, more free throws. This time para kay Antonio naman.
54 to 40 is our score. A 14-point lead for the New Era University Hunters. Yes, we did say it's a better quarter for the Stallions. They're shooting better from the free throw line, shooting better from beyond the arc, with 2 already here in the 3rd period. Mahaba lang or mataas lang talaga yung kalamangan ng New Era, Kyle.
That's right, Coach Sandy. Kaya importante no, na maganda yung start mo. You have to start strong as much as possible kasi kung mahirap talaga maghabol.
Ang tagal nga nakascore nitong New Era, no?
Yes, Coach. Matagal silang naipit sa 47 here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, another offensive foul for New Era.
44% shooting for New Era in this entire ball game, while the Stallions 24% shooting, 13 out of 54. Placido. The drive. Blocking foul called at number 24, number 24, Angeles of New Era.
And more free throws coming from Placido. Angeles cannot believe na siya yung natawagan ng foul. Sinasabi niya, siya yung siniko ni Placido. But more often than not, the more aggressive player and the offensive player will get the benefit of the call.
Ito namang si Placido, we know he's a very aggressive player. He's been attacking. But only 2 points in this game, but with 4 rebounds.
Chance to add to his output. Itong si Placido. He was able to initiate that contact and he will be rewarded at the free throw line. And he makes the first one.
Well, free throw shooting 13 out of 15 from the free throw line. Itong Manuel Quezon Stallions. Placido getting it back.
Oh, no, that's a no-no for the defense, no? Yung sino yung free throw, siya pa yung nakakuha ng rebound. Missed box out there.
3 seconds. Rebounded by Angeles. Ang layo ng takeoff niya, no? He was open sa 3-point line. Inatake niya. Yung closeout, ang layo pa eh. Pwede ng jump shot eh.
Yes, coach. Talagang choosing to get 3 points the old school way.
Oo.
Getting that basket and one. And for MLQU, no,
Kasi
you
nga
have-
uso na ngayon, gusto natin tumira ng tres, ano?
Yes, coach. Unlike before, no? Talagang
I-drive mo talaga.
yes. And for MLQU, you have to be more disciplined on defense. Kita mo nang aatakihin ka and instead of just sliding your feet, maybe try to take that charge. Talagang susundot ka pa knowing that you're already in the penalty.
56-43 with 2:26 to go. Rebounded by the Stallions. Holding foul called on Nablo.
And since both teams are in the penalty, shooting free throw contest muna tayo for the remainder of this quarter.
They've been in the penalty since the 5-minute mark of this quarter. So now, the Stallions will take two at the free throw line. It's Jadi Antonio.
Unable to convert on that first one, but still, you could argue that this favors MLQU as tumitigil yung oras and they have chances to add to their scoring output.
They're shooting 14 out of 18 from the free throw line. And Antonio with 13 points.
And another foul. So more free throws. This time para sa New Era naman. So the players have to be wary and be aware that you are in the penalty, no? And don't see Aldrich David is able to convert on that first free throw. 5'9" point guard coming from President Ramon Magsaysay State University, and he's able to convert on the second as well.
Nailalaro na yata lahat ng players ng New Era, eh, no?
Yes, coach. Itong sila Ortilla checking in, I
Yes,
believe, for
oh.
the first time here in this ball game.
Boss Yuan, thank you very much for the water. Placido misses on the layup. Lahat niya nakakalaro, eh, no?
Yes, coach.
New
And
Era
New
compared
Era,
sa Manuel Quezon, daming two players not playing the game. Two-pointer, no. A minute 29 to go. Firing away is James Manriza.
and just like that, the lead is back to 12 once again.
That's CJ Garcera, I'm sorry. What's that? The Pinoy step? The Euro step?
Parang combination of multiple steps, coach, no?
Ayun,
But
bago.
nevertheless, basket counts.
Well, he took a scenic route. It's going to be a long 1 minute and 5 seconds here in the
Yes,
third
coach.
period.
Talagang naglalakad na lang yung mga players from one end to the other. And this time, itong si De Guzman, Lauro De Guzman, 5'8" point guard from Ampid National High School, makes his first free throw.
One minute and 5 seconds to go. Both teams over the foul limit. Nablo brings it across. for the Hunters. Shot clock at 14. Inside we go. It goes out of bounds. But the referee, 𝐍𝐜ⴅᴇ will call a foul against the Stallions. So it's a free throw shooting contest here in the third period, Kyle.
Yes, Coach Sandy, seeing as both teams got into the penalty a bit earlier than you would like. Kaya talagang natetesting yung free throw shooting ng mga players natin. And this time, itong si 𝐍𝐿𝐼, who has checked in for the first time here in the third quarter, medyo malamig pa as he misses both free throws.
Before that try, the Hunters shooting 57% from the free throw line here in the game. The Stallions is shooting 18% from beyond the arc here in this game, 4 out of 22.
Jump ball here as Nablo was unaware that de Guzman was right behind him.
So ball goes back to the Stallions. They can try to close the gap here. They will try to close the gap.
Yes, and for the first time in a long time, they have a chance to cut it down to single digits. So for Nablo, as a point guard, you have to be aware of where the defense is at all times.
And the Stallions wants to talk things over with 30 ticks remaining in the third period. We'll be right back. Thirty ticks remaining in the third period. Sandy Grumo with Kyle Sanchez. Opening game. NAASCU Season 22 here at the Cuneta Astrodome. 𝐍𝐿𝐼, the high man for the Stallions. 𝐍𝐿𝐼 gets it back, firing away. He hits the back iron. 10 seconds. Nablo, they can take the final shot here in the third period. 4 seconds, he can take the last shot. 2 seconds, there's the separation, and the fine inside. Will they count it? Will they count it? They will review.
Yes, from my vantage point, it looked like it should count, pero syempre, kailangan i-review ng mga referees natin just to make sure that 𝐍𝐿𝐼 will get his first basket here in the ballgame.
𝐍𝐜ⴅᴇ will again check if it's in or not, but sinabi mo nga kanina, nakita mo yung patience with time winding down. He did not panic. He was trying to make that, he was able to create that separation.
Yes.
Naipasa pa niya eh.
Yes,
Unselfish play. Tingnan natin.
As you mentioned repeatedly earlier, Coach Sandy, itong si Nablo, yun nga, naging MVP siya.
Yes.
And very good awareness of the time in the situation. Sign of a great point guard.
We'll be right back. Fourth quarter is coming up. fourth quarter action here with Kyle Sanchez. My name is Sandy Grumo. Opening day of NAASCU Season 22. Open shot from the outside. The Hunters continues to lead this ball game 62-49 against the Stallions. Basketball count for Nablo.
And just as he ended that third quarter, Nablo taking matters into his own hands, this time getting a basket for himself and one. So another chance for him to extend this lead even further for the New Era Hunters.
Our official ball, by the way, is Spalding Legacy 100. I can make it all day with that basketball from the line. 65-48, fourth quarter. And it was a better third period for the Stallions. Outscoring the Hunters 19-14 back in the third. They were able to close the gap at 12 points. Adams checks back in, goes inside for the slam dunk.
And that's what almost everyone here sa Cuneta Astrodome have been waiting for to start this game, no? Yung slam jam nito ni Adams.
His second dunk of the game.
Yes, Coach Sandy, that's correct.
Garcera. Lost it. Nablo. Quick pass to a teammate, and the finish is good. And the Stallions sense in trouble. They will call a ceasefire here in Pasay City. We'll be right back. 69. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 69-48. Nag-timeout kanina itong Stallions. Lumobo na yung Kalamangan. Placido, 2 points. It was a good timeout para sa Stallions. (15 of the 24). Nablo inside to Adams. He is playing limited minutes, but Adams is their highest scorer for the New Era Hunters with 11 points.
And we can't state enough yung impact na dinala niya dito sa New Era coach on both ends of the floor.
Nablo, look at the way how he dribbles that basketball. He controls his body, he controls his dribbling, and is looking for an open teammate, not looking at the ball. Look at that shot from the outside. Nablo scoring.
Doing everything right now for his team, controlling the offense. And
old school ba, no?
Yes, coach, talagang dictating the pace.
Dino.
Dino still shooting well from outside kanina, and he had back-to-back corner three-pointers and still waxing hot from three-point country. But he needs help from his other teammates as well.
Dino with 3 triples already here in the second half. Dino is wide open, shooting against Adams. He gets it back. He will fire again. No, he sees an open teammate downstairs, and Nciso will score. Unselfish play para kay Dino. Nablo asking for the ball. Now he gets it. Shot clock 14.
3 seconds.
Adams patrolling the lanes. He stay there like a driver staying inside the terminal.
Oo, coach, medyo napatagal yung pagpark niya dun sa...
Tatanggalin siya. Upo muna. Pero tingnan mo, mas mahaba yung upo niya kaysa playing minutes niya. Pero tingnan mo naman yung production niya. 11 points kaagad. Now I'll turn you over to Maris. Maris?
Alam nyo, Sandy and Kyle, sabi ni Coach Jay ng New Era University, ang kanilang pagiging complacent ay nasa ulo na nila. Bad habits can ruin their play. They need to expect the unexpected. Bilog ang bola, ika nga. Kailangan maglaro din sila without looking at the scoreboard. According to Coach, kaya daw sila nakalamang agad dahil nakapag-execute sila ng magandang depensa. Sandy and Kyle?
Dino with his fourth triple here in the second half. Complacency. And the finish by Antonio. And the Stallions see some kind of life here. And the Hunters will call for a timeout. The Stallions down by 11 points.
Into that, no? Kita natin. Another three-pointer coming from Dino. It is him who has been keeping this game close for his team, and another beautiful fast break opportunity for Manuel.
By the way, Game of the Immortals is the first ever progressive role-playing fighting game now available on Android and iOS. Tangkilikin ang gawang Pinoy and download now. Game of the Immortals.
Naglalaro ka ba ng mga mobile games, Coach San?
Yun yung wala akong alam. 13 seconds remaining. And their shot clock for three, no. The Hunters shooting 3 out of 14 from beyond the arc. The Stallions again will try to come back. 71 to 62. Dino. It rattles out like a toilet that didn't flush. This is the closest, by the way, for the Stallions, Kyle.
Yes, Coach, and what a time for it to come, no? And hopefully too little, still a lot of time, rather, for Manuel Quezon to try and mount this comeback.
6 seconds remaining. No, they will adjust it to 14 because there was a foul called. It's not in the active shooting. That will be the second team foul for the Stallions.
Another foul is called, so 3 team fouls already.
Oh,
para dito sa
that's bad.
Manuel Quezon. Yes, that's right, Coach Sandy.
Ang bilis, no? 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining na lang dito sa ating opening game. So mabilis compared sa kanina sa third. Kasi baaga nagka-foul trouble ang New Era.
Yes, Coach Sandy, that's correct.
Oh, diving for the loose ball is Jadi Antonio.
Even though it's only the first game of the season, you can see how badly these players want to get that first win. A foul is called on Enciso as him and Basabika were fighting for that ball. And Enciso has already fouled out of this ball game. As you see here in our replay, that scramble for the ball. Nung dinampot ni yung bola, na din yung player ng Manuel Quezon.
4.5 remaining in the game. No Nablo inside, no Adams inside. Let's see how this game progresses. Oh, nice move. Basketball count. Was a foul. And it's out of the President Ramon Magsaysay State University, point guard.
Effort and move there coming from him to evade the defense.
He's also a good backup point guard for the New Era Hunters.
Yes, nakakapahinga si Nablo, coach.
It's going to be an exciting season for the New Era Hunters, Kyle.
Trying to send a message to the rest of the teams.
Antonio with a quick two. Block from behind. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch on Aldrich David. You know, whenever we say good things about the players, something bad will happen. I really don't know why.
Oo, nababati
Na-jinx
yata,
ba,
coach.
no? Dino with a drive inside, too strong off the glass. James Manzano getting the rebound.
Baliktad yung pektus ng layup ni Dino.
David with a drive. That's good. And David with 9 points already. Nice move. And the finish there by Antonio. And now he has 17 points and 3 rebounds and 9 assists. How about that, Kyle?
What the Stallions can't afford to do right now is trade baskets.
Yep.
Seeing as 10 points ang lamang nitong New Era. They have to get stops as we see here.
And you talk about stops. Yes, the Stallions did. Now they have to score. Placido with a drive. He thought he was fouled. And De Guzman fouled James Manzano.
And not a good foul for De
yeah.
Guzman because they are already in the penalty. So Manzano, of course, not a threat to score from the opposite end of the floor. Pero papalakarin mo lang siya to their side of the court to take 2 free throws.
And the Stallions, they've been in the penalty since the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Adams is back.
This is on that first free throw. Still leaving a slight crack at the window of opportunity para dito sa MLQU. 11-point lead, 3 minutes and 8 seconds left.
Earlier we saw the head coach, 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒 of the New Era University Hunters. He's looking for a good season here. Went 4-5 last season, 4 wins and 5 losses. Did not qualify the quarters. This is a good finish for the Stallions. De Guzman with a drive.
De Guzman outrunning everybody, seeing the streaking Adams right behind him, was able to concentrate and finish that layup.
6 points now for De Guzman. James Manzano is fouled. And he will go to the free throw line. The Stallions in the penalty since the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
Yan, kita natin sa replay natin, no? Holding, using defense was Placido. You have to slide your feet and take the hit with your body.
2:47 to go. James Manzano at the line. 7 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. Free throw shooting for the Hunters. 14 out of 24. Dino, the high man for the Stallions, is fouled. That will be their first team foul here in the fourth. Dino will throw it in for the Stallions. There's the kick out. Placido is fouled by James Manzano.
Second foul. Second team foul only for New Era.
Ang sinasabi na nga natin kanina, they're getting open looks. Problema yung conversion.
That's right, coach. And with the exception of Dino, no one else has been that consistent from the field here in this ball game for MLQU.
Antonio. David. Look at the change of pace there, fouled by Placido. Antonio is limping, going to the bench, and he will be taken out.
Oh, he
Must be cramps.
Yes, coach. He was holding on to his right
Pulikat
calf,
tawag
no?
yan, di ba?
Pulikat, coach. And with the way, with how hard they've been playing, players are already experiencing cramps as we see sa ating replay. Yung
Sa Cebu tawag dyan, Biko. Oh, pero sa ball tawag dyan, Bikig. Bikagan.
Bikagan.
80-68.
You learn something new every day.
Sa mga Bisaya fans, mayong buntag kaninyong tanan. Buntag pa, let's just.
Air ball there from Aldrich David, but still 12-point lead for New Era. Still mathematically possible for Manuel Quezon to try and get back into this ball game.
Final 2 minutes of the game. Dino looking for a friend, finds a teammate, and Julian scoring there for the Stallions, cutting down the lead to 10 points. A 5-possession game.
And those are the things that will hurt MLQU's attempt at a comeback. No, itong si De Guzman was caught fouling off the ball. So,
Na hindi naman nag-attempt nga no?
yes, coach.
Layo.
Itong si NC.
So yun yung mga sinasabi natin bad habits.
Yes, that's right, Coach Sandy. You are very correct. Itong si Gallardo was at the half-court line pa lang and wala sa kanya yung bola. So obviously, he was not a threat to score. We understand, gusto mo i-deny yung bola. Pero, syempre, konting hina-hina din. Especially if you're in the penalty.
2 out of 2. Para kay King Gallardo. A minute 40 remaining. Nice fake. But there's a push. It's going to be a James Manzano.
Luckily for the Hunters, they are not yet in the penalty, so they can afford to commit these ticky-tack fouls with 1 minute and 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Verdos. Shot clock at 8. You know, Adams made him change that shot.
Yes, coach, the Adams effect. No, even though he didn't jump to contest that shot, just being there in the paint, having his presence there, alters the opponent's shot.
Oh, what a shot there by Aldrich David. Strong penetration move by David.
On the other end naman, Coach Sandy, no rim protector for Manuel Quezon. So yung mga guards nitong New Era talagang sumasalaksak lang papunta sa loob.
Quick pass into the hands of King Gallardo. David with a feed. And Gallardo with the finish. And the lead is 16 points with 54 seconds remaining in the game. 86-70. A huge lead here for the Hunters, who finished 4-5 last season, while the MLQU Stallions 0-9 last season. They're looking for their first win in 2 years.
Yes, starting the 22nd season winless, itong MLQU, and New Era naman trying to send a message to the rest of the teams that they are a force to be reckoned with here in the NAASCU, and trying to improve on their previous 4-5 record last season.
David lost it, and De Guzman finishing the job. Lauzon, and he brings it across. Shot clock 10 seconds. A 6-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. James Manzano, nice fake inside. Nice finish by James.
And for our viewers, no, quotient system tayo.
Oh.
So even though lamang ka na, you still have to try and put as many points on the board as possible.
All right. What a game. What an opening game here in the NAASCU Season 22 New Era. Winning their first game 88, the Stallions 74.
Wire-to-wire dominant win from New Era. They got a huge double-digit margin from the first quarter pa lang, and they never looked back.
All right, so we are going to talk to our best player of the game, and that is James Manzano.
And one of the more dominant big men nitong New Era, aside from Adams, of course. Itong si James Manzano, you could argue that currently he's the best local big man para dito sa New Era Hunters. He had a very good showing here today, and showing a lot of promise and potential from this young man, that we will be hearing from him soon.
Again, the final score, the New Era University Hunters defeated the Manuel Quezon University Stallions 88-74. And leading the way for the Hunters is James Manzano with 12 points. Ten rebounds, a double-double performance for James Manzano. We'll go to Maris right now. Maris, take it away.
Yes, now with me is James Manzano. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Grabe, James. Double performance. Panimula pa lang to para sa'yo, James. Sa laro kanina, lamang kayo from the very start hanggang sa huli. Ano sa tingin mo ang ginawa nyo para makuha ang momentum na yun?
Yun lang po, minintay lang namin yung depensa namin and less turnover. More on passing at communication lang talaga, nag-usap lang kami. At siyempre yung magandang depensa namin, yun lang po.
So, simula pa lang to para sa New Era. Ano kaya sa tingin mo ang aabangan pa namin sa susunod na mga laro ninyo?
Abangan pa nila yung New Era University kasi marami pa ang baon. Lagi namin pinaghahandaan itong NAASCU na to at magandang depensa.
James, pagkakataon mo na bumate at magpasalamat.
Yun, pinapasalamatan ko yung mga teammate ko, yung mga boss namin na nanood. Tapos yung mga coaching staff namin, head coach namin, shoutout sa family ko dyan sa Sambales and sa girlfriend ko. Yun lang po.
Salamat, James. Again, this is James Manzano, our best player of the game. Sandy and Kyle, balik sa inyo.
A double-double performance for James Manzano. Thank you very much, Maris Vittorio. And thank you very much, Kyle Sanchez.
Thank
All right,
you, Coach
second game
Sandy.
natin. PCU versus Our Lady of Fatima. Hang on for that.